Hello, my name is Kim, and in today's video, we're going to draw SpongeBob SquarePants from the show SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know, man. Maybe he's like the star or something. Wait, no, that's Patrick. Here's a preview on what to expect in today's video. I want it to be freaky. Okay. It looks like my uncle. I feel like it's finished already. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get started. The materials that you're gonna need include a ball pen. I got this from our local grocery store. Let's try it out. And of course, paper. And that's about it. We're gonna start with the base and work around that. Now I don't really know. I'm not really good at drawing, but we're gonna see what idea that comes in mind when we talk about SpongeBob. What I know is that if I remember correctly, he really loves Krabby Patties. He's kind of like the connoisseur of Krabby Patties. He makes them for the Krusty Krab. Maybe if we made a drawing where he's like staring at a Krabby Patty, but the Krabby Patty is me. No, not how he looks at a Krabby Patty. I'd like the drawing to see it in a way where it's like the POV of the Krabby Patty. Maybe that's the idea. Anyway, let's get started. Now I don't really know what to do. Well, I'm mostly the type of person that doesn't prepare. Let's see if it's going to be a massive fail or But anyway, so there's like a nose and the smile. I want it to be freaky.
What?
He's got like cheeks. Yeah. Like that. Well, now I don't really know how to do the mouth, so probably I don't want it to be really uncomfortable. So let's just try. Oh wait, no. Wait, I just remembered he has... Okay. I went a little bit ultra realistic on his mouth, but we'll continue. I think he has like a hat right over here. And his hole. Let's not forget SpongeBob's hole. Alright. So we're done with the base, and probably let's do some detailing. I mean, I grew up watching SpongeBob SquarePants. I distinctively remember the meme that was like it was like a bunch of fish that wanted to beat an old man, and the iconic chocolate. And man, it was much more simpler when I was still a kid. I mean, as you could see, I am not an artist by any means necessary. It would bring injustice to people that do this as a living. But you know, I kinda like it. It's better than doom scrolling every day. Well, technically anything is better than drawing SpongeBob drooling. You know, this is pretty relaxing. I've been taking mental health really seriously. Since, you know, you're the only one that's really have to stick with you. And what better way to spend time with yourself than drawing, you know? Your horrible ideas coming to life. Feels like it isn't disgusting enough. How do I make it more disgusting in my way? Etiquette. It's giving a really trippy look to SpongeBob, as he's known for. I think there was an episode where there was a gorilla. Oh no. Oh my goodness, I have to get that out of my head. I'm not crazy. There was like an episode that I remember where there was a gorilla with a horse. I mean, the gorilla was riding a horse, and SpongeBob was like, I don't know. Let's move on. I don't know. Maybe, editor, please put put that episode in so that I don't look weird. But anyway, like SpongeBob really is just more than a hyperactive kid. I mean, he's practically an adult, but in most times, especially the ones that are more classic, like I think I like the era where he was more human in a way, because I've heard the newer SpongeBob episodes are more childish, which SpongeBob isn't. For me, if I were to describe him, he's way too smart for us, believe me. The way that he sacrifices just for Squidward or Mr. Krabs is insane, and he's been employee of the month for a while. Even in college, I like to watch cartoons still. He was the one that introduced me. Call me weird, but what's the word? Schmaltzy, I think that's the word. Where it's all emotional, it's all funny in a way, wholesome. Because I really like that. I really like when shows tend to show something more emotional rather than shock. Which I don't know. I'm really just a kid at the end of the day. I don't wanna grow up too fast. Wow, that is scary. That is scary. Like, look at that. In his shows, he kind of has a harsher outline, just to stand out. Krabby Patty, I'm ready. I'm ready. With that face, I'm not that ready. Even if SpongeBob looked like this, it looked like this legitimately in the pilot and everything, in the posters, I'd still watch it. Why the f you lying? But really, it can't really replicate SpongeBob, even if you got the same actor, same thing. He has that charm in him, And what I really like about him is his optimism. I think we need that in the world right now. Undying optimism. I remember a clip from Patrick where he was like, why don't we take Bikini Bottom and put it somewhere else?
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else!
Squidward was like, that might be the most stupid thing I've ever heard, or something like that.
That idea may just be crazy enough to get us all killed!
I forgot the context of that clip, but that's charming. So this is so this is what we have so far. He looks nice. It looks like my uncle. He looks very,
Menacing.
you know, like he just wants to be loved. I really like those argument. It's like have a controversial figure and they would like say something generally agreed upon, like, oh, you cheated on your wife, and then you say,
Oh, like, you should hear my side too.
and I was like,
True, but you cheated like 5 times already.
oh, that's not really. It would be best if anybody would have just said that, but not you. He definitely looks like he belongs somewhere. It's not even SpongeBob. It looks like Freddy. He looks like something. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with how SpongeBob looks. So I'll probably add, the background. We have a lot of these in my country. They're like power lines. Have wires that are just jumbled since they're all really close to each other. There's like a lot of houses here. I don't know if it looks like a tree. I don't know. It's just how I make trees, alright? Kinda looks familiar, Like, it's like one of those places where you're like, oh, have I been there before? And then you realize it's just your imagination. So I don't want to cover this with not dimension, but clarity as to what that is. So I wonder, man, how are you all doing? This is actually my first time doing like these types of content where now it's more chill. I'm still taking a degree on IT just to have a stable income one day, with my 2 friends. I wonder if they're gonna watch this video and be like,
Oh, you're doing that now. Why aren't you helping us with our group assignment?
and I'm like,
I don't know.
as I grow older, just to share with you, I feel like there are types of friends and that you don't have to go around and look for the perfect friend. Normally, you would want a friend that would be like your ride or die, your best man, someone that you could trust, someone that if I had a gun, no, wait, if I had a problem, then you would come and save me from that. Things like that. Like if I wanted someone to talk to me at 3 a.m., then you should be right there, which is, kind of normal. I've never really had something like that, but I do have 2 friends in college that are really nice people, and I wouldn't dare to trade them for anything other than 50 million. So if anybody's interested, there are certain friends like that are ride or die. If you jump from a cliff and your death wish is that I'd have to come with you, then you have to. But if you ask that with my friends, would you jump if I told you to? Would you jump to your death? And they'd be like,
I should have something in return.
and I'm like, what? Nah, just kidding. I mean, that's logic. I would love somebody to be logical. Since generally I'm a very sensitive person, I feel emotions like crazy, and that I could pick up, when you can pick up certain people, how they feel, and especially if you have a issue with me, you're like very distant compared to yesterday, things like that. Some people call it overthinking, but I call it intuition because it sounds better. But anyways, back to my friends, there will be certain types of friends that you meet that won't have that energy. It would be the opposite, but they are lifesavers because they don't have to, because they got a lot of things in their bag. I don't want to be in a position where you'd feel like it's your responsibility to make me happy. That's wrong, It's a give and take, and I don't want to take too much. So it's like they're there, but they won't do anything drastic, and that's fine. But if you come and like go to people and be like, hey, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, it's going to be tough for you. Take my word from it, since I was that. I just adjusted, It's not I don't want to say that you have to lower your expectations, but it's like, be realistic. Check yourself. So here's what we've come about so far. I mean, I feel like it's finished already. This is practically my style, you know. So as a first video in this channel, I am in no means an artist or something, and drawing is definitely a hobby. Literally no preparation. So I use this as a reference for the background. There's the pole and like the thing right here, and so, you know, comparison. So this is what we made. This is what we started. You know, just for another comparison, here's how we started and this is how we ended. So I wait for the thumbnail. There we go. So how do you like do thumbnails for this? Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you relaxed with me as I drew this monstrosity. And thank you for watching this video. Fight doom scrolling and passive consumption by living life slow and supporting the things that you love. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. It looks like he has hands like, I'm gonna touch you. I just realized, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you like. Let me just. I'm going to touch you. Oh my goodness, so silly. What is this is Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci, not DiCaprio. No. This is fun. Like how his eyes look like. Ooh. Shh. This is not going to the video.